The secret hack to productivity hacks. Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. Wanted to talk about productivity hacks, but specifically the secret hack behind all productivity hacks. And this came after I've come in contact just in the past week with a whole lot of people giving advice on pieces of software and services you can get online that are productivity hacks, that are things that will help you be more productive as a business owner, as a person that's maybe entrepreneurial thinking or what have you. And I will give you lists over time. And here's one specific one that I just came in contact with. It's called Notion. And I'll put the link in the description. Notion is a productivity hack in a sense. It's a website that allows you to organize your thoughts in a certain way. And I'm trying it out. So far, and as in with most cases, I find that if they're somewhat helpful, I really enjoy them in the very beginning. But the real test is over time, is after the excitement has kind of died down and I have to deal with it on a regular basis, and all the fun is taken out of it because I know all of its functionality. Okay, now what? Now how useful is it? And but so far I've been pretty happy with this one. I'll give you more info as time goes on. We'll see how well it works in the long run. Here's what I found. Here's the big hack behind all productivity hacks. And it's this. One size does not fit all. Okay? Just because it works for somebody does not mean it's going to work for you. It can be great and life-changing for them. I mean, honestly, one little piece of software, one little website or service that you subscribe to, or even, the holy grail, the free online service that changes your life, right? That can happen. It can happen. It does exist for some people. But you got to remember, it has a lot to do with your conation, with your mentality, with your personality, with how you function. And everybody's different. This is what's crazy. Everybody's different. Now, if you know more about conation, like we've discussed before, the Kathy Kolbe way of thinking, you can look up more at Kolbe.com, Kolbe, Kolbe.com. You can find out all about her companies and the ideas that they're trying to spread in terms of figuring out people's conation. So being able to quantify how you work best, and then showing you how to do that and how to work with others that work best in different ways. That's been a huge eye-opener because it's shown me that just because I can't figure out how to do something that seems to work for everybody else doesn't mean there's something wrong with me. It's just not the way I'm wired. I'm wired a different way, and I've got to find other people that are wired in other ways to be able to fill in the gaps in my business, in my projects that I work on, and everything else. So, what's that have to do with productivity? Productivity is different for everybody. Everyone's going to be productive in different ways. Okay, this is the kind of the issues with school right now, is they tend to have one cookie cutter way, especially the public school system has one cookie cutter way in the United States of how you should be doing it, of the proper way, that you should be sitting in a class for this much time, you should be paying attention to the teacher, you should be writing notes, you should have a certain amount of homework every night. All these shoulds, and even parents do this to their kids. They think, well, this is what worked for me, so why isn't it working for you? You must be lazy, you must have something wrong with you, you must need, mental therapy or something. You must need medication. Not that there aren't people that do, but in general, I don't think it's necessary. I think that we are so different in how we function and how we think that we think that one thing works for all. And so with productivity hacks, taking it back to you and taking it back to trying to be more productive. I'll give you my own story. My own story is I'm extremely unorganized. I have been my entire life. I mean, there's an organization to it, but it's not a real strict organization. I love organization. I love things that are organized. I love being able to find things, being able to train myself in order to do that. I have failed time after time after time after time again. I could put things in order. I can organize things. I can alphabetize things. I remember, even as a kid, I had my baseball cards organized in shoe boxes, and I had them alphabetically organized, or I could do it a million different ways, but I tended to stick alphabetical. And I love doing that type of thing. It's relaxing for me to be able to organize things that are very like things. If I could organize them, great. But my life is not a bunch of like things. My life is a whole bunch of different things, different projects, different businesses. And so disorganization always tends to win out. When I'm trying to focus on something else, everything else goes unorganized. And I forget how I had it organized to begin with. And so most of the productivity tools out there do not fit me, and I can tell within a few minutes that they don't fit me. Every once in a while I get closer and closer. For the longest time I was working with Trello, Trello. I don't know if you've seen that one, Trello. It's basically, in a sense, it's like a digital cork board, if you could say that. And it's very, very useful for what it does. And they have a name for that type of structure and that type of organization, and I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but there's a process for that, and those are great. It's a very open system, but it hasn't worked the best. I haven't been able to do it ongoing, and it's very difficult for me to bring a new person in and train them up on that and explain to them the big picture, which is where Notion comes in. This Notion website allows me to zoom back and show them the big picture, but also zoom in to each individual area and show the details of it and be able to go deeper and deeper and deeper into one subject. So that's a cool thing. Maybe that'd be up your alley, maybe not. Maybe you're completely different from me. Don't get caught up with all the productivity hacks. Try something out. Either it works or it doesn't work. If it doesn't, dump it, set it aside, bookmark it if it makes you feel better so that you have the ability to go back to it later. But don't get freaked out. Find what works for you, and find what works for your team and the people that work with you. And if you do that, you'll be happy in the long run. I guarantee it. At least that's how it's worked for me. Hopefully that makes sense to you. If you like some strategies to help you grow your business, this is my main thing, is helping you grow your business. Sometimes we deal more personal mindset issues. But if you're talking large scale, your entire business, you're going to want to check out my book, 9 Ways to Amazon Proof Your Business. You can go and buy it wherever books are sold, or you can go to AmazonProofBook.com and download your very own free copy. Do it now while it's still available. That's AmazonProofBook.com. We'll be back here tomorrow night. In the meantime, get out there and let the magic happen.